Okay guys, welcome back here to Rathbone Manor, where today I shall be taking a look at my Nerf Maverick Rev-6 in Sonic Green. Yeah, pretty nice then. Tell you what, let's have a go with it, shall we? Right, we'll have a go at popping that can all the way across the conservatory there. Okay, we're out. Okay then, let's take a closer look at it. So, when I first got this, I thought there was something wrong with it because the cylinder doesn't line up with the barrel. I thought, uh-oh. But if we pull the trigger here, if I can find it, you pull the trigger down, it lines it up and then fires it. And of course the cylinder pops out like it does on the other Nerf Blasters for you to load it up. And you can actually see here the little seals. This is interesting, this. Pop around in there and you'll see what I mean. Right, let's get that round going in there, and there it goes. Look at that, pushes it to the back. Ready to fire it, but not in this case. Try again. Here we go. Right, there it goes. And then moving along, we can actually see the fire control group and how that works, the trigger mechanism. Let's have a look at that. Okay, as we pull the trigger, you can see this bar moving along at the top. It pulls the bar along at the top, which is rotating the cylinder. Now then, so the rear part of the mechanism, as you can see, is angled so that when you pull the trigger, the draw brings the cylinder into the actual firing position, and then we have another angled piece there. When you let the trigger bar forward again, it cycles the cylinder halfway back again, if you see what I mean. So basically, fire position, halfway back, fire position, and so on. Now the unfortunate thing about this particular mechanism, you get a very, very long trigger pull. You can see it cycling the action, and right at the last minute it fires. It's a very long, creepy trigger. Look at that again. There we go. Now then, let's have a look at my Strongarm and see the difference. There it is. Like the action. I mean, this one has a very, very light. There it goes. Very short, light trigger pull. Much better. And right here we have the other part of the trigger mechanism. The bit that actually releases the piston forward. Let's cock it and try it. Right. Cocked. There we go. The front sight on this particular model almost looks as if it's got a fibre optic element to it, but it hasn't. In the rear sight there's a very large notch, and for some reason or another Nerf thought it would be a good idea to put the mounting rail on the back of the slide. I don't know why that would be, because it would make it very awkward to operate with a large item mounted on there, like if you had a large sight on there or something. Okay, with this cylinder design I got to thinking, let's pop a round back in there again, there we go. I wondered if you could get a shorter dart in there. Because if you look, you should be able to cut, I don't know, quite a bit off that, about half an inch or so off of the back of the dart. Let's give it a go, shall we? Let's have a look. About that much, I think. There's one then. There's my 6 shortened darts compared with a standard dart. Now then, a word of warning about this. If you're thinking about chopping your darts down for a gun other than a Maverick Rev-6, just have a look at this. Here's my Strongarm. Get the cylinder out. Put the standard length one in there, looking good. Put the shorter one in there, also looking decent-ish. Right, let's give it a go, see what happens. Oops! So, if you're not going to use shortened darts in a Maverick Rev-6, don't cut them down, because they won't work in later guns, so I can't recommend cutting your darts down. Right then, let's give these short darts a go in the Maverick. Right then, here we go. Pop them in. You have to use your finger to shove them in, but they will go in, look. Little finger, shove them in. Okay, where's the rest of them? Yep, we're out. Oh, okay, let's have a cylinder full through the Strongarm then. There we go. Yeah, not a lot of good then. So don't cut them down for a Strongarm. So, okay then. Are the longer darts any more accurate than the shorter darts? Are the shorter darts harder hitting? Do they fly faster? Well, let's put a cylinder of both through and see if we can see any difference, shall we? Here's the long ones. Well, we're out again, and well, by my standards that was quite accurate shooting. Let's try a cylinder full of short ones. Back with the short ones, let's give them a go. Well, I couldn't see a lot of difference really, but there we go. It's worth a try though. Okay, so with the Maverick then, cock the action, pulling the trigger, turns the cylinder, and then fires the round. But on the Strongarm, it is done mechanically. Cock the action and pull the trigger. Now you can see it cycling the cylinder, but you can see it much better in slow motion. The one thing the Maverick doesn't have, slam fire. Well, I hope you enjoyed my brief review of the Nerf Maverick Rev-6 in Sonic Green. I think it's a pretty nice looking gun myself. Let's just give it a few more shots, shall we? Well, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you.